Hi guys, I'm JoyClaborn, Intuitive Healer. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you're returning. I am... One second. Before I get started, I wanted to remind you that I do have a Patreon channel. If you choose to support me or are drawn to do so, I do accept CashApp and PayPal. The links are in my bio. If you're interested in booking a reading or healing session, please do so by using my Patreon email only and put healing or reading in the subject line so that I can get back to you and get you scheduled as soon as possible. And let's go ahead and get into it. Today I asked Spirit for an energy update, so I'm asking for what the collective needs to know right now. And I already drew the cards so that I could save a little bit of time for you guys. And so let's get into it. Real quick, I do want to start with some sage and ask Spirit and our guides to come in and clear out here. First, we're doing sage, so we can clear out any negativity. I love sage. Sage is my favorite. And we're calling on our guides. The angelic realm. The divine. And we're asking just to bring the highest vibrational messages and yeah, thank you. So we'll start there. And the first card I wanted to talk about, or the first card that I drew actually, was this card. It's Focus, and it's card 17. And this morning when I was getting my stage set up here, I was getting my camera set up, and I just opened the box and literally took the card off the top, flipped it over, and I was trying to get my camera to focus on it. Yeah, and it's card 17. And for those of you who know me, know what that means. It's significant to me and to a lot of us on this journey. This card was a confirmation for me to keep doing what I'm doing, because I'm doing exactly what I'm meant to do, and I'm on the right path. I feel like I'm following my heart, and right now I am focused on what I'm doing. That's really the current energy. We're focused. Right now we're getting focused on what we're going to be doing here, what we want to do with our lives, what changes do we want to make for the better. And that's what we need to focus on. We need to focus on what it is that's in front of us so that we can raise our vibes. Because as we heal ourselves, we heal the people around us, and we also heal, I believe we heal the planet as well. Was there any other messages with this card, Spirit, that the collective needed to know? Oh, the light. They wanted me to tell you, shoot off love bombs. You can shoot love bombs. You could throw love bombs at people, and it actually works. So if you can just imagine a bright pink ball in your hand, or a heart-shaped pink ball in your hand, and just throw it at people, it really does. It really does help. And we can also we have the ability to direct our light energy towards anyone that we want. So let's just say that our significant other, or a mother, father, sister, brother, family member, best friend, fuck it, stranger, right? They're struggling, they're going through something. You can literally just shoot a love bomb at them, and whatever it is in your imagination, because it's correct. Your imagination is real. Yeah. Focus. The next card I got was message. What is Spirit trying to tell you? What messages are you receiving from the Spirit? All of you have the ability. All of you have the ability to receive messages from your higher self, from your guides, from your guardian angels. And right now, with the current energy being as it is, with the solar flares and the Schumann, especially when the Schumann's going off the charts, that's a really good time to tap in to our guides, our guidance system, and ask for guidance, or just to check in, because our guides, our guardian angels, they always have messages for us. They always have messages for us in this card 45 or 9, however you look at it. Any other messages? The next card I got was Moon. Card 50. Right, the Moon energy, Pisces energy, mysteries, the subconscious, dream world. So, some of you are actually getting messages through your dreams. And everything that happens in your dreams is real. In one way, shape, or form. And oh, my clock's going off. It's about 1 o'clock. 1 second. I'll wait for that. I got interrupted by the clock, and I wanted to well, my dad always had clocks everywhere, so I always feel like it's my dad, like, checking in with me, because he always had, like, cuckoo clocks. He always had the clocks that ding, and it just reminds me of him. It really does. And I forgot to light my incense. Sorry about that. Okay, sorry about that. So yeah, Moon energy, Pisces energy. Some of you are getting a lot of dreams. Some of you are getting a lot of dreams. And your guides want you to pay attention to the messages in those dreams. I feel like the messages that you will receive in your dreams are for the greatest good. Or it might be just something that you need to look at or tap into. It might even be something from your past lives. Some of you are going into your past lives while you dream and fixing things. Trust your intuition, because sometimes your dreams have meaning. Other times you are dreaming because you're literally clearing karma and fixing your DNA so you can ascend. If you've seen Assassin's Creed, they made it was really amazing special effects, because they show how they can tap into our DNA and pull memories out. Captain Marvel was another movie where they pulled up memory, probably from DNA or from our brain scan, right? Our dreams are significant right now. And whether they're good or bad, they are helping us. But they don't want us to hold on to it. They want us to just let it go and flow. You know, let the memories out. If it's significant, just write it down. Get it out of your mind and on paper so you don't have to carry it with you. You can keep the message without having to have it in your body. You know, that way your vessel is open for light. It's open for as much light as possible. We're here anchoring the light and trusting our guidance. You know, trusting our guidance with, I trust my guidance with pretty much everything, with what I eat, what I drink, what I wear, where I go, you know, what jobs I apply to. I try to live intuitively, and humans are not used to that, you know, are we? We're not used to that. We're so used to going with the flow and not making waves. And that's how they get us. We're very programmed. We're programmed to sit down and shut up. Right? We're programmed to just be comfortable. Just be comfortable where you are. You don't need to go anywhere. And for some, that's true. I'm gonna be honest with you. For some, that is true. For some, staying in your place is following your heart, and it is following your guidance. But card 31 or 4 is asking you to take the risk. So some of you have been stagnant and not taking the risk, not making the decisions because you're waiting for other sources or outside things to line up and align just perfect before you make that decision or you quit that job or whatever it is. It's like you're just waiting for some savior, something to come and make that change for you. But your guides want you to know that you are the powerful one. All you need to do is make the decision and then want it. And when you make the decision, make it very specific. Such as, if you want to make a channel on YouTube, be specific with what type of channel you want it to be. That will help. That will help your guides and your builders create that for you. You're the one creating your reality. I don't know who needs to hear this, but don't let other people's places, things, agendas, opinions, expectations, and attachments to make decisions for you. You are a sovereign being. You know what your mission is. Only you can trust your inner guidance. Each individual has their own inner guidance to follow. And we shouldn't be judging other people on what they're doing and what their decisions are. Everyone has their own path to make. Differences, 36. I'm getting a lot of Tesla numbers too. The black and white, you know. Don't look for the I mean, we're always there to look for the same, right? To look for differences, to compare each other. But our guides don't want us to compare each other. Our guides don't want us to compare each other. Don't compare yourself to other people. Follow what your intuition is telling you to do, because your higher self, your guides, your guardian angels, whatever you choose to call them, source, the universe, God, Jesus, Mother Mary, whatever, they can see the future. They can see the outcome. And they're asking us to trust that. Stop looking at what the differences are and look for the same. Earlier, I got this analogy. For whatever reason, someone needs to hear it. It's not the United States, or it's not the divided states of America. It's the United States of America. We don't have to have the same beliefs to be united. It's not about what makes us different, it's about what makes us the same. And your guides want you to look for the same, look for the similarities. Any other messages on that? That was pretty good. I'm going to move on to the Osho cards, which is the Osho Tarot cards. And the first card I got was Integration. Which is card 14, which is the Temperance card, Sagittarius energy. And integration, and the Temperance card talks about balance, moderation, balancing the light and the dark, right? Shadow and light unity. There's nothing to be ashamed of. We all have a shadow. We've all done things that we're ashamed of, and maybe we've made decisions. Some of you need to hear this. We've made decisions under false preferences, because we're so brainwashed and conditioned, right? And so we make decisions based on the information that we've had at the time. And it's honestly not anything that you need to judge. Don't judge yourself. Right? We all have brainwashing and conditioning. This is the equal to the Devil card, which is Capricorn energy, which is basically destructive thinking, like addictions, giving away your power, things like that, right? Card 15. Our guides want us to be in acceptance of who we are, because who we have been is based off of disempowerment, programming, and conditioning. You're a light worker. You're here not to fit in. You're here to change things. Also Leo energy here with the Lion. They want us to stop giving our power away. We're constantly giving our power away every single day, you guys. When you don't make conscious decisions and you just go with the flow of being on autopilot instead of going with the flow on intuition, and inner guidance. There's a huge difference. Being on autopilot is where they want you to be because you're most disempowered. You don't make conscious decisions. You do what you're told. You probably eat a lot of fast food. Truth is, your intuition, your inner guidance knows way more. Than you think. Than you've been taught. Everything that we've been taught in religion is to disempower us. Oh, we're born sinners. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're born powerful light beings. And the enemies on this planet hate us. I'm here to validate those of you who think that you are under attack because they know who you are and you know who they is. They've known who we are. That's why we had such a hard time here. They've known who we are the entire time. They've kept us in a disempowered state. We keep giving our power away to other people. We keep watering ourselves down as to not cause waves. But that's not why we're here. That's not why you're here. You're here to be playful. The playfulness card is basically the Page of Wands, fire energy. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Which is the Page of Wands, excited about life, work, newly inspired, right? So some of you are coming into power. You're coming into power and your guides want you to be excited. Be in a state of extreme excitement. Being in the state of extreme excitement gives the universe the ability to comply and to respond to your wishes. That's when the universe works. Not when we're disempowered. Not when we're in a state of division. Not when we're being told what to do and wear masks or whatever the case, right? We are always being distracted to keep us disempowered, stressed, depressed, right? If you're depressed, you're focused on yesterday. If you have anxiety, you're focused on tomorrow, but we need to focus on the present. They say that right now is a gift. That's why they call it a present. They call it the present, right? Harmony. That's the Ten of Water. It is basically the Ten of Cups. Water energy, which is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy here. The Ten of Cups, emotional bliss, happiness, attainment, right? Hard work paying off, ending cycles, right? This represents being heart-centered. Heart-centered, and notice it's going from the heart to the third eye. Open your heart, follow your heart. Your guides speak to your heart. Your inner guidance starts with your heart. Your heart center. Your heart center is where your messages come from. You know? I'm constantly clearing my heart. Always doing heart clearings because I feel like that helps me Stay connected to my guides and the messages. It's the 5 of clouds, which is the 5 of swords, which is air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Your guides are saying don't compare or compete. Again, do not compare yourself. Don't stay in the 5 of swords energy, which is mind games, hostility, confusion, right? That's continued disempowerment. You don't need to stay there. Your message needs to be told. Don't compare yourself or your message to anybody. Your message needs to be told. You have a Sorry, I'm trying to get this message. Your individual signature resonance needs to be heard. And the only way for you to broadcast your frequency is by putting yourself out there. So some of you are being called to put yourself out there, and your guides they say don't listen to the disempowering thoughts that come to mind, like there's already somebody else doing it, or my message is not that significant, what do I have to say, right? Don't let those thoughts rule you. Just push those thoughts. I always say, roll down the window and let the fly out. Just let the thought fly out. Don't hold on to it. Let it go. Because your message needs to be told, whether you believe it or not. It does. It matters. Your voice matters. Your resonance matters. Your presence matters. Okay? So your guides really just want you to focus on celebrating, right? Being in that highest excitement. Celebration is basically the 3 of equal to, it's the 3 of cups, excuse me. It's the 3 of cups in this deck, and you can definitely see the celebrating. And they're celebrating in the rain. So despite what's going on outside of you, they want you to be happy and celebrate in the moment regardless. Try to focus on bringing in that, the highest vibration, regardless. And honor yourself. They say honor yourself. If you feel like crying, cry. Don't judge yourself. Just cry. It's okay. You can do it in the shower. You could do it by yourself. You could do it in front of people. It doesn't matter. Just honor yourself. Be who you are. Be who you are, you guys. And that's awesome. I love these. Thank you, guys. I'm going to pull or not pull, but I already pulled them, but I have your oracle messages here. Let's get some more oracle messages from the high vibrationals, from our guides, our guardian angels, the Pleiadians. Thank you. And the next card we pulled was protection. Call back your power. Cut the cords. Soul retrieval. Protection. We're called to... I don't want to put it like that because you don't have to put up protection. Okay? Because you're always protected. However, your guides recommend putting protection up. Just like this right here. This is obsidian. It's for protection. You can put bubbles around yourself for protection. You can do the 12D shielding technique, which is very popular, and I shared that as well. I think it's in my playlist. Our guides want us to put up protection right now because the energy is very high, and A lot of us, I'm trying to see how to put that. A lot of us are, like, we have retrograde, like we believe in Mercury retrograde, so we do take that on. And our guides want us to know that we can actually protect ourselves. Yeah. Yep. And to get grounded, empaths, highly sensitive, connect with nature. So if you're watching this, your guides and your ancestors are asking you to get grounded. Whatever it is that you are called to do so. It could be going outside. It could be walking barefoot. It could be taking baths. There's so many ways to ground yourself. You can ground by with marijuana. You can ground by playing with your children, which is a really good way, because of course your attention is a blessing to your children and to people around you. So and spending time with them is a great way to get grounded as well. Yeah, I love that. That's a beautiful message. And the Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. So some of you are watching are teachers. You are priestesses, and you are the powerful one. You are the powerful one. There's been so many disempowerment agendas that have been pushed on us since birth, to compare ourselves to other people, they rule by force. They ruled by force. I don't know how else to put it. And we're not going to be ruled by force anymore. I don't know who needs to hear that. We're not going to be ruling with force anymore. We're going to be ruling with choice and intention going forward. Boundaries. Yeah, exactly. Boundaries. Boundaries are important because, and you know what, I was getting into discussion on Facebook a little bit because people were, excuse me, I have a different understanding about expectations, boundaries, standards, okay? Expectations, I believe, are more of a 3D vision, right? Do what I say, or I'm going to judge you, right? Whereas standards and boundaries is basically, this is how it's going to be. And if people don't like it, they can leave. You know, whoever you are, you need to stand up for yourself. Don't be a pushover. It's not the time to be a people pleaser. We're not here to please people at this moment. Okay? That time has come and gone. I saw 33 on the timer. That time has come and gone to be a people pleaser. You are important. You should be putting yourself first. And you're being called to travel, move, share your light in different areas of the world. So when you're setting your boundaries, you're letting people know how to respect you, how to love you. Okay? Having expectations is expecting them to already know what your standards and boundaries are without telling them. Okay? People are not going to know how to treat you and what's acceptable to you if you don't tell them. Right? So before I move on to this next card, set your boundaries make sure people know what your boundaries are, what's acceptable, what's not acceptable, because, and as we evolve and ascend, it's going to change, okay? So we're being called to just be flexible, all right? Try not to get too irritated with people who do step on your boundaries, because they're learning. But give them an opportunity to learn and grow by telling them, okay? Don't just assume they're going to know. I don't know who needs to hear that. Probably me. But I'm a Virgo. So I have, I have expectations that people should just know things. But the funny part about that is if I don't tell them, they don't know. If I don't set that boundary, or if I just let people walk all over me like I used to, people pleaser, that's no way to live. That's no way to live, my loves. All right? You have been in training for lifetimes for this. We're bringing in the age of light, right? But the age of light is already here. So what we're trying to do is help you realize that you already have everything that you need. And it's up to you to tap into that energy. It's up to you to tap into that energy, and it's up to you to bring in and anchor that light. It's up to you to share the message with others, whether you believe people want to hear you or not. But if you're called to share your message, please do so, because you are making the world a better place, whether you know it or not, just by existing. You know, so don't stop, don't give up. And I'm going to get a couple last messages from the index cards. Let's see what comes out. Final messages. Any last messages or update on energy that's going on in the world? What's happening? What do we need to know? Timeline hopping. That came out the other day, and I was like, no, I don't want to do that. I told my kids no. Timeline hopping, you know, it's funny because I learned that it's not necessarily timeline hopping per se. It's timeline cutting and pasting. And you have the ability to change the timeline anytime you want to. You are the powerful one. Your perception, your attention changes the timeline. Your intentions. You know what else changes? Your vibration. So if you go out and you turn on the high vibrational music every single day and you try to be as high vibe as you possibly can, you're literally transforming your world to meet your needs. That was awesome. Any other messages? Let's see. Make a choice. Make a choice, you guys. No more stagnancy. The world's not going to throw a job in your lap. They're not going to come banging on your door. Okay? Your future husband or wife or significant other is not going to come break down your door. You need to put yourself out there, take your light out in the world, and stop hermiting. I don't know who needs to hear that, aside from me. Goal setting. Set some goals. I don't know if you've ever heard of SMART goals, but you can Google it. SMART goals is a good way to, and it's a coaching tool, so that you can bring positive change to your life. If you want something done, don't just sit around and wait for it to happen. Make the goals, do the things, you know, do it. Do it. Get into nature. Oh, there's the grounding card. Some of you need to get into nature. Go put your feet in a lake, or go to the beach, get in water. The water and the nature brings us codes and DNA upgrades, and helps us remember who we are. You guys, we're here to remember who we are. All right. Any last messages here? Holding you back? What is holding you back? What's holding you back, my love? Whatever it is, it just popped into your head. Okay? That, whatever that was, that is holding you back. A lot of times it's literally disempowering beliefs. And the only thing that's holding you back is yourself. Your guides want you to know that you are so appreciated in the world. The world is a better place with you in it. Whatever happens in your life, this is temporary because things are changing very fast. But all it takes is for you to make the decision. You make the decision, set the intention, and want it. All right? I love you guys. I'll see you in the next reading. Have a good day.